nature of incorrect thinking. In Islamic thought, as we mentioned in the last lesson, correct thinking will allow us to reach the path of truth, and it is the only way to reach real contentment. Otherwise, a life void of purpose ensues. Therefore, we want to clarify one of the most influential reasons which mislead people towards the path of ineffective thinking. It is in the nature of humankind that there is an inclination to generalization. With this type of thinking result incorrect conclusions, because in generalization one assumes that the parts of a thing are like the whole part of that thing. With this assumption, he will try to find every specification of the whole thing in all of the small parts. If he cannot see every specification in every small part, either he will try to deny the whole, or he will descend the whole into a part. In both ways, he cannot understand the nature of the whole thing. I will try to illustrate this with two examples. A blind man came near an elephant. He did not have any knowledge about how an elephant was before, so he went on and he touched the legs of the elephant. So he concluded that the elephant is like columns. He heard a voice that said, "No, the elephant is not like a column or a pillar." Then he touched the ears of the elephant and said, "Oh, so the elephant is like a ladle." He heard the same voice, "No, the elephant is not like a ladle." Then he touched the nose of the elephant and said, "The elephant must be like a hose." Again the voice was heard, "No, the elephant is not like a hose." So the blind man said that either there is nothing in this earth like an elephant, what has been described to me, or there is no elephant on the earth at all. The second example, a person might look at a number line and notice that the number 1 is a square number, 3 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number, and 7 is a prime number. 9 is a square number, 11 is a prime number, and 13 is a prime number. From these observations, the person might claim that all odd numbers are either prime or square, while in reality, 15 is an example which disproves this claim. With both examples, we easily see that generalization is a big problem, even if we want to reach a conclusion in regards to worldly matters. Moreover, if we are dealing with divine matters, we should be aware that generalization would lead one to incorrect conclusions, as it is a deficient thinking method, as proven above. Through the ages, humanity has fallen to this fault. Humans witnessed the stars which were big and high, thus they assumed the God should be big and high, which resulted in them taking the stars as their God. In this way, humans tried to find attributes of Allah in stars and in celestial bodies. But God's attributes are limitless, contrary to all those of the creature. Limitless attributes cannot be found in limited objects. With this wrong generalization, humans ascended the creation above the attributes of God. Contrary to the old ages, today's people say that I cannot see God, so there is no God. I cannot feel God, so there should be no God. These are also the misgivings of generalization. God is not a worldly matter, so with our limited perception, we cannot find and understand God in his entirety. We are descending God into our perception and emotions, but in this way, we cannot perceive God due to our limited nature, so we deny God. Contrary to our denial, God exists, and our perception and our generalization is deceiving us, as they did to most of those before us, albeit with the school of theory known as science, which is crossing subjects, attempting to answer philosophical questions which are not observable or measurable in any way. With such generalizations, we are dragging ourselves far away from the path of the truth and leading lives of no purpose and very little contentment, which require constant entertainment to avoid any self-reflection of purpose or God.